So it's our departure day from Nottingham. So we've had a very, very busy couple of days. We've done a lot. A lot of walking, a serious amount of walking and standing at gigs and things like that. So what we'll do when we get home, we'll probably sort of digest and feedback in a little bit more detail about our views on Nottingham. But I've had a great time. What about you?
Yeah, it's been a really good weekend. It's been really fun. Lots to do, lots going on. So the main reason for coming was the concert, which really enjoyed, a brilliant night, but also the other things we did. It's been really fun as well. It was good.
Yeah, so Nottingham has definitely gone up in our estimations, and we've sort of, well, Sandra, you took care of finding the room and booking the room.
Yeah.
So there's always a gamble when you do things like that, but again,
it's a good location, nice clean room.
Yeah,
all fine. Yeah.
So again, we've done Quirk. We haven't gone for the typical let's go for a travel lodge or a Premier Inn, and it's actually worked out quite well being self-contained, because yesterday we had a noodle box because we had to eat early because of we had to rush about.
So we've got a fridge for the big, and make yourself a bit of fresh coffee. Got a little takeaway when we were busy. Yeah.
And you used the microwave, so there's even a microwave here. So if you needed to warm up some food, so there's a little kitchen area. So we never use a deep fat fryer, but the coffee percolator we use.
There is a hob if you need it.
Yeah, there is a hob, but there was ground coffee, wasn't there? And then there was a microwave and a fridge. And Sandra says, I tend to sip a lot of water, so it was really good to have a fridge.
Yeah.
So obviously we've just emptied that now, and then there was a freezer. What's that? It's just under the sink. Right, okay,
yeah. So you've got a few basic pans and cutlery and stuff.
Yeah, and plates and knives and forks and things like that. So if you get a takeaway and you eat here, you're not stuck with a chippy fork, let's say. You use the wardrobe. You check your wardrobe, Sandra. You know you like for leaving things.
I've checked everywhere.
You've checked.
So it's got basic bathroom, shower room, decent sized wardrobe, little desk.
Yeah, so
the only thing being for two people would have been a bit handy was having a second chair. That's the main thing that felt was a bit lacking. But otherwise, it's been brilliant.
Yeah. I think if there was one criticism, there definitely should have been two chairs and even a possible little fold-up bistro table and two chairs to sit down if you had a meal.
Yeah, but no, it's...
You got the desk over here and everything like that. But as I say, just round the room again. As I say, the massive big wardrobes. Oh, it's got a little ironing board in there. Was there an iron? I never noticed that.
On the other side, you've got iron and dryer as well.
Oh, right, okay. So I never noticed that.
Quite storage.
Hair dryer and hello, mirror and the biggest television I've ever had in a hotel room. So we actually watched some YouTube on there, believe it or not, and listened to some of the radio when we were playing. Bedside cabinet, a plastic green bush. Obviously, we didn't really have a view because we were down in the basement, but it was.
It's only a bolt hole, really. We were going to be out and about most of the time, so not a problem.
I noticed something when I woke up this morning. So I heard there's a lot of sirens going on, and the bed was super comfortable, nice quilt. And decent. Where am I now? It must have been on my side. Anyway, it's all IKEA cushions, pillows. So the pillows were dead, because I'm dead finicky, me, with pillows. Really finicky. Well, it could be. Oh, there you go. A snug fracking pillows.
The bed was comfy, it's all fine.
And there's nothing worse than, I hate rooms where where you've got them super light polyester quilts and there's no weight on them, they're minging, so there's none of that. There was only one bedside plug, but that was fine, so we had that there, and we had charging up over here and a little bedside light, but all in all, that was good.
Well, you're saying we.
Well, I had a bedside. I had to turn it on and off. And to say, best of all, if you've watched the other videos of our stay here, we had that fantastic park right across the road.
It was lovely, wasn't it?
And then literally across the road, there's general stores. There's a whole
shop,
loads of them.
Takeaways
and restaurants and
a barber if you needed one.
Several barbers for some reason. And you are literally then a 10-minute walk, and you're actually into Nottingham. We have still got the experience of getting out of the car park, which will let you know how we get along. But the car park where we're in is about a 5-minute walk away. And I think it was £16.50 per 24 hours.
So not that cheap, but you've got the convenience of being right near the city. So
we stayed in Liverpool, we had a bongo, so that many years ago, and that was about 40 quid a night, and it was in a right dodgy.
Yeah, that was very expensive.
Really expensive. So in the grand scheme of things, it's...
You know, I mean, for the convenience, I think it was worth it.
Yeah. And then, obviously, us getting geographically used to where things were in the city. Don't follow the Neil Taylor logic
It
of...
must be a hill.
If you go up a hill, you'll end up back where we are because there was too many hills. But we found a fantastic little pub last night called the Peacock in the end.
Yeah, that was nice.
Which was a real nice traditional pub. It had a jukebox on. You could talk, you could hear yourselves speaking. We did go to another pub, the Rose of England or something.
Like that, yeah. Beautiful building. I mean, it probably isn't always karaoke night, but to be fair, if you wanted a loud karaoke, it was good, but it was so loud I could feel my teeth vibrating, so we couldn't really talk to each other.
So the reason we ended up in there, we'd walked past it several times, and there was always old men, you know, men that were older than 60. I mean, I'm only 37, but I had these men that were over 60 in the windows, and I thought, it's going to be nice and quiet in there. And we got in, it was the boom, the bass was, the building was vibrating with the bass, and it was swift pint and out of there. But the Peacock was really, really nice in the end. Yeah.
And they even had peanuts, which I was quite glad about, because by that time I was starving.
Yeah, you were a bit sloshed last night, so I didn't video us walking back, but go on, Sandra. We'll do an impersonation of Sandra walking back last night. I've had a few to drink, but I'm going to... are we far away from... Oh,
I got hiccups.
I feel rather wrist.
I didn't say that. I had hiccups.
The word hissed came out several times on the way up. I think it was the final half of Heineken that was the killer. I said I'll have one last pint. It's about midnight, and suddenly I don't think I better have any more.
I know my limit.
But we've survived. But yeah, when we get home...
It was a great night, though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was really good. And when we get home, as I say, we'll sort of maybe just digest things a little bit more. But for now, we need to say goodbye and get to the car park. Right. So...
We're at the barrier.
This is a very, very poorly signed car park. And all being well, when we tap here...
So you have to tap again to confirm payment.
So...
No, we're there.
It didn't say how much it was.
It's supposed to tell you.
I think it said £33 actually, I'm not too sure, but...
It should say how much it is, and then you tap to confirm to pay, but you've not got much choice really, because you've got to get out of the car park.
And we've just found or saw the way into the lower levels on there, but that was a very confusing car park. Right, we need to pick your mirror open and so we can see, and let's go and hit the road, Sandra, onto...
Whether you can see it, I'm a bit too small. That was Wakeley Drain.
Is that going to Nottingham? Very possibly, that's where we've come from.
Yeah.
So we just had a remarkable, lovely journey home.
Oops, the camera's wobbling. There we go.
I don't know what route the sat nav has sent us, but it was an absolutely gorgeous drive back. Very picturesque and easy.
Gorgeous student day as well, but yeah, brilliant.
2 minutes from home. Hey, Rasha, we're home. Have you missed us? Hello, Rasha. How are you? Right, the carpet needs hoovering. We need to get the backs out. Have you been a good girl? Have you missed us, Rash? Have you missed us? Right, there you go. Have one of those. Right, ducks. So while we were away, hello. So I've got a couple of wildlife cameras and stuff in the garden. And the duck's been here in the mornings at dawn, quacking around. So that's been quite nice. And got a little mushroom, little toadstools growing up. Got a fairy circle here. Sandra thought the pond had got a leak. I said it hadn't got a leak. She went and ordered a pond liner thinking we got a leak. But what, I can explain this. When it's really windy and sunny, the water from the pond blows out. So that's why the pond level was down. Oh, Gordon's fallen over. He's having a bit of a fall over. Everything else is all stayed up. I've just been, well, I've been away a couple of days, and just how things grow. So down here on me, we've got some details on the Goban now that we're listing that this week. If it all goes to plan. So I just pulled this out a few minutes ago. So my beans, you see how they've got hold of the cane. This one's going a bit slower now, but the beans are going up. So I might at some stage pull those down, and I might have put some netting on there, but that's really good. My peas that have come up here, look how much they've grown. They've in the last couple of days, all the way up. And these ones at the back, they're all doing fantastic. And then some of the flipping up horse tails are a nightmare. And then some of the radishes now, you can't get much fresher than that. Some of them are still quite small, but some of them are they're doing quite nice, so they won't wash in. Putting in the fridge, and then Sandra, let Sandra do her garden, her bits at some other stage. So as you can see, we've all got home okay, unpacked, and we'll catch up with Sandra in a minute and just have a quick chat about our weekend away, and would we do it again, and things like that. Oh, me bird feeder to all empty. We've had a bird, it's left its mark, look at that there. I'm going to get the bird feed out next, I think. Actually, you were just flat out asleep again, just totally chilling out in your Russia shade on the grass, the cool grass of home. Russia, how are you? Right, I'm just going to insert here now, well, here, there, whichever way, a couple of teeny clips of the duck. Not from the security camera. It did go past trail cam, so it's not brilliant quality, but you'll get the idea that the duck there, and also Russia sniffing out the duck, she's sort of having a bit of a nosy by the trail cam. Here's a couple of clips. We're going to have a final chat with Sandra in a minute about Nottingham. The tomatoes that I got you, the tomato plants I got you, Sandra. Have you got tomatoes?
Yes.
So
Some Sandra makes. Already.
But you're going to start saying that they're all everything to do with you. They're all mine.
Well,
Then
I've nurtured them. I've put them in clay pots. It's like,
nurtured them. I bet you're claiming that you've grown them. And have you seen over here? Have you seen what we've got here now? So I need to catch Lee. So Lee wanted strawberries this year. So these are. Oh, there's another one popped up. There's another one out. These are a little bit green underneath, so I've sort of rotated them a little bit. I've got to be careful they don't rot because I've watered them. But there's another one little popped out there. Look at these. So I was just looking at.
Healthy.
These are, I can't believe these, if I'm absolutely honest.
So I've just fed the tomatoes as well now. They're starting to set fruit.
Right.
But I'm quite pleased because in the past they've gone too leafy in these grow bag things, whereas in the pots we're getting more flowers and fruit and not so much leaf.
You just don't go meddling with me radishes.
Very possessive about your radishes, but
I can't believe it.
What's the point in growing them?
You're on holiday. You've been in my.
Neil, you've got form. He keeps growing loads of radishes and then end up not getting eaten. So
Yeah.
you've got form.
Windows need cleaning. We've got a cow poo on it. But anyway, these are absolutely. So it's just at the standard when we were away. We had a quick look at some of the thing when we really planted them 4 weeks ago. Yeah, quite remarkable. Right, I'm just going to go and find somewhere a little bit less windy. So it's probably not showing on here. And we'll just finish off about Nottingham. Rasha's having a sleep again. She's gone to. Are your eyes closed, Rasha? She's such a little old lady now. And she goes such a deep sleep. You can walk past her, she can't even. Oh, there you are. You've heard her. Yeah. A little old lady. Fill the bath waters up. Put the dock water up. There's a duck here. I had to put a couple of little clips. It's really funny because the camera's down, so all you can see is the duck head. It's like, if you imagine that's us now with a duck, and it comes up like that and everything.
What I've noticed is I cut this grass last week with all the rain. It's growing again now.
No, it's got to be cut because we've got a green bin empty due, so it needs cutting again. I don't know how. This week. Random. I just sneezed. So I should have mentioned the clip of Rasha with the trail cams. So obviously a dog sees with its nose. So Rasha's gone out there after the duck's bin. So it's like, I can't remember what time it is. But Rasha must be going, there's been a duck here. She's like really mystified. And I put the hedgehog food in the hedgehog house. And Rasha can't get in the hedgehog house to eat the hedgehog food. Because Rasha ate the hedgehog food.
Thanks for sharing that.
Okay. Right, so we're home from this manic couple of days in Nottingham and everything like that. So we are probably going to go back and I mentioned Christmas would be a nice time. I don't really want to go for just one day, but 2 nights is what we would need. And obviously with Sandra not getting home from work till 5 o'clock, and it's a 2-hour journey over, so if you did it on a Friday night, and it's going to be a horrible drive in the dark, but we might be able to do that. And we have got something's vibrating in my pocket. It's a Northern Lights alert. October half term, isn't it? The end of October coming up. So the Christmas man, anything Christmassy won't really be on, but that's also doable, isn't it?
So I know we've had a long day and a late night, but you're rambling a bit, my dear. You're rambling a bit. But anyway, there are trains to Nottingham as well. But anyway, we can discuss that off camera maybe. But anyway, so Nottingham.
Yeah,
I
verdict.
thought we were here to talk about Nottingham.
Verdict, conclusion, what do you think? Would hit, miss? Are we going back?
Yeah, so a really enjoyable weekend. It was, so at least in summertime, very nice drive over. Not too much traffic until the last little bit. I think the location was good where we found, so I think we mentioned so comfortable walking distance into the centre of Nottingham. Interesting range of shops, not all big brand shops either, quite a lot of local quirky shops, and that Chinese hot pot place food was incredible.
Yeah,
definitely recommending that. I really enjoyed that.
So that'll have been from a couple of days ago. So you'll need to go really and find that video because what we're talking about there.
Yeah, so just yeah. So it wasn't the cheapest, but gosh, yeah, it's so tasty. Yeah. So main reason for going was the gig that I wanted to go to, which really enjoyed. So I'm really glad we made it there, and hopefully you got something out of it as well. But but I certainly really enjoyed it, and yeah, just fun pottering around the city, wasn't it? There's definitely more to explore.
So the sort of shopping centre that we went through, we did it over a couple of days, because there's a lower floor and an upper floor. It was somewhat similar-ish to the Trafford Centre in Manchester, where everybody ran to rave. I've never liked the Trafford Centre. I've just never been a lover of the Trafford Centre. I don't know why, but I think the Nottingham one was more palatable, and there was a lot more smaller own brand shops, independent shops, little shops, as well as some, obviously the big names were all there as well.
And a couple of pop-ups in the centre aisles as well.
Yeah.
Quite quirky, weren't they? So, yes.
Yeah, so that was really good. It was, let's say, interesting getting out of the city, because obviously we're becoming sort of country bumpkins now with lack of traffic and traffic lights and congestion and all the rest of it. So driving in the city again, it's not very nice, is it? Really, it's just traffic lights and roadworks, and you don't know which lane you need to be in when you hit roundabouts and everything.
So I forgot to mention also that I thought the Arboretum was nice as well. So like, gardens, and I thought I enjoyed walking around that as well.
Yeah, so we'll again. It may be end of October, but I know they have different events on there. There is another Green Festival on there in September, I think, which is like quite good community things. But it was we've just ended up really lucky in the bit of the city we ended up in, wasn't it? It was just lucky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fine. But so for me personally, I do actually have a couple of quite good friends in that direction, so I'll probably pop over myself at some point. I don't think Neil wants to spend time with my friends particularly, but it would be nice to see them. So
yeah,
we might just do that one time in the summer.
So this concludes a handful of videos from Nottingham. We hope you've enjoyed them. Hope it's been entertaining. As I say, if you do live in the area or you know this, it's not a city, is it? I don't think it's a cathedral. It's a town. I may be wrong, but I don't.
I thought it was, but
yeah. But if you are from Nottingham, I hope we've given your hometown justice. If there's somewhere that we've missed, let us know. So there are a couple of places we want to go back to. And it's been a wonderful couple of days. Both knackered now, and we've overindulged with some of the food and bubble tea and noodles. Several beers and a concert. What an interesting combination. So let's finish and say see you tomorrow and things like that. Don't say ta-ra, Sandra.
Yeah, just in case Pen Friend is watching, yes, I will be back tomorrow in my day job with my lab coat on.
Nobody's got any idea what I have to put up with. Ta-ra. Keep smiling.